Hello everybody. In today's video we are going to discuss more about constructors in inheritance and what role they play and how they are used in the context of superclasses and subclasses. So in our previous video in our Java in Action series we had seen that we had created a small program where we had employee class and we had a constructor here, 2 argument constructor, and we had a faculty class which extends the employee class, subclass of employee, and here in the constructor of the subclass we called the superclass constructor by using the keyword super. Okay, now what would have happened if the superclass did not have any constructor? Okay, so suppose this constructor was not there. In that case, as you know, that if a class does not have a constructor, then Java provides a default constructor on its own. So the default constructor assigns the default value of the data members to the data members. So here first name is a string, so if no constructor is given in employee class, then first name and last name both will get the empty string as the initial value. And in such a situation, in the subclass, okay, obviously since that constructor with 2 arguments is not there, so I cannot write this line. Okay, so what I'll do is I will not write anything. In that case, I'll just give it in this manner. And again, the Java JVM will identify that, it will find that okay, faculty is a subclass of employee and employee does not have any constructor, so it will call on its own it will call the default constructor of employee. So a first name and last name will get the empty strings and department and salary will get dname and salary, and these 2 values which are sent will just be lost. So these are it's just useless. So it is always better to have constructors, as I had already mentioned in our previous discussions on constructors. So now that is what will happen if there is no constructor. Now the second scenario is I have a constructor. The moment I have a constructor like this, the default constructor does not exist anymore. Java will no longer give me a default constructor. So in such a situation, if I don't have this line, the first line here, then I'm going to get an error. Then I will get an error because it does not find any match to the constructor that is there in the superclass. The subclass constructor does not find any matching constructor in the superclass. So this will give me an error. Now the third scenario would be if there are multiple constructors. Now you know that constructors can be overloaded. So let's say I have a no argument constructor. This is not a default constructor, this is a no argument constructor. So here what I'm going to do is, first name I'm going to assign to some test value, say test first, and this one to test last. So I have now created 2 constructors in the superclass. So employee and employee, 2 argument, 0 argument. So now here I can call either of them. So I can call super fname lname. In that case, this is created, this gets called, or I can simply write it like this also. I can simply write super. So now the 0 argument constructor of employee will get called. But if I don't give anything, then I will again get an error. So you can choose whichever constructor you would like to call. Now this statement, super f name, l name, or super this, any of this, you can put any one. So let me say that you have given this. Now this statement must be the first statement in your subclass constructor. You cannot have any statement, you cannot write this here, you cannot write this after salary is assigned cell, you cannot write it in between. It must be the first statement in your subclass constructor. So this is very important, okay, because that is the order in which this constructors are called. So when you create this object f in the main, when you create the object f, first, what is the order in which the constructors are called? First, the constructor of the subclass is called, then the constructor of the superclass is called. Once the superclass constructor completes its execution, the control comes back to the constructor of the subclass. Okay, so this must be the first statement in your constructor, in the subclass constructor. It should be the first executable statement of the constructor. And also I had mentioned earlier that you cannot call the constructor of the superclass in any other way. You have to call it in this manner only. So now suppose I give, let's try to run this program and see. Okay, so I have this. Now let me go to the command prompt. So compile, run. So you can see I have first, this is an employee object I'm calling with the 2 argument constructor, so I get this. And faculty, I called super without any argument, so the no argument constructor gets called. So the no argument constructor assigns test first and test last to the first name and last name. So you get this. So whatever we are passing during our constructor, that is, if I just go back here, so whatever I'm passing from here, that is this Sam and Blake, this will just be lost. Okay, so if I put this here, if I don't give anything, let's see what happens. So here, let's try what happens if we run it without any call to the superclass constructor. So now remember, I have one 2 argument constructor and one no argument constructor. So let's see what happens. I'll just save this and I'll go to the command prompt. So compile, run. So you can see which one gets called? The 0 argument constructor gets called. So when you don't mention any constructor, but you have a 0 argument constructor in the superclass, in that case the 0 argument constructor gets called. So coming back to our program, if you don't give any of these, you don't call any of the constructor, by default the 0 argument constructor gets called. Now if you don't have the 0 argument constructor, let's say you don't have this 0 argument constructor, in that case if we see, there you see, you get an error. Okay, because it does not match. No arguments. So the actual and formal argument list differ in length. So you get an error. Why? Because there is already you have a constructor, so no default constructor, also no 0 argument constructor. So the does not know, because the subclass constructor does not know which one to call. But if you have a zero argument constructor and you don't call any specific constructor here, then you don't call any constructor, then this gets executed. So this is an important thing to remember about constructors in case of your inheritance.